This is the Neewer CM28 PRO, a professional wireless microphone system with 2 transmitters, a receiver and a charging case. All for just around $100. It promises crystal clear audio, 4 GB onboard recording in each transmitter, 1-click noise cancellation and even up to 200 meters of stable wireless range. Right now you're hearing it here in my studio, but I'm going to put it through an intensive test, indoors, outdoors, in my car, and of course a full range test to see if it really reaches that 200-meter mark. And one outstanding feature is you can even connect it to 3 devices at one receiver. Cameras, phones, and use it also for data transfer. That's multitasking, audio like a pro. Neewer sent this to me for an honest review, and if I like it, I get to keep it. Let's get right into it, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Okay, we have here the CM28 PRO wireless microphone set from Neewer. So this is the Pro version. This is the packaging, as you can see. I would say let's open it. When you open it, it's connected here via magnets. And you can open it and you will see immediately the manual here. Then we have here this one, we don't need it, and we have here a small pouch with Neewer on it, so I really like it. It's always great when you have a carry bag included. There are the accessories in it, so let's have a look at it. The first cable we have is a USB-A to USB-C cable, as you can see here, so for data transfer. The second cable, it's a TRS cable to Lightning for older iPhones to connect, also included. The next one is a TRS cable to USB-C, so a normal USB-C. That's great, and also all these cables are expandable, so you can use this here to enlarge this cable, so really great. The next one is as well expandable, and it's a TRS to a TRS cable here, as you can see here on the pins, so you can connect it to your camera directly, to your DSLR camera or mirrorless camera. And the last one is a USB-A to USB-C cable again, but this time it has an L form. This is really great. There are also 2 wind muffs / dead cats included in this package. Yeah, it's fluffy. It's not that huge, to be honest, so I have other microphone sets, they're much bigger, but you can see here on the wind muff there is some kind of cycling, and you can screw it on your transmitter. And this is how it looks like. So, and because it's screwed on, you will not lose it because it's very strong here. Alright, so I would say this is all what's in this box. And now we have the main player here. So let's close this box. This is the Neewer CM28 PRO cases. So we have here the charging case. It looks very compact. It's not that big. It's a bit heavy, I would say. Here on the back side you see the USB-C charging port, so you can use the USB-A to USB-C to charge it, or any other USB-C cable. So the charger is not included, so this is just what you have to keep in mind. And the next step is let's open it. So this box looks really great. You can also close it, and it's fixed via a magnet. So there is no button, so this is just a magnet here. You can see here the LED status, so this is the charging status, and basically I also like this color combination, so it's very vibrant. And yeah, let's have a look at one transmitter. There are 2 in this box. So what I really like, and I can see already, is that it's very lightweight and tiny, so it's not very huge. There is a clamp, you can use this to put it on your t-shirt, or optionally you have also here a magnet, so you can put this under your t-shirt and then it snaps and it's connected and you don't need to clip it on. Okay, then you can see here some indicator lights, so if it's connected to the receiver, then you see a record indication light here. When it records, then it will glow red. On the other side you have also other buttons for turning it on off, to do some settings. I think we will get into this later. And here you have a USB-C charging port or for data transfer, because you can also record internally on those microphones. Plus here you have 2 pins. They will connect to the charging case and then they charge automatically when you put them in. Alright, you have 2 of them, and you also hear the receiver. The display looks really great and sharp. All the needed information is here. Plus you can also connect your headphones. So this is a headphone jack to control your audio. Plus an on-off button, also do some settings. And here you have a mic out plus an USB-C port. So you can use more devices than one with this receiver. I would say let's continue with the technical specs. Yeah, and that's everything you get in the box. The receiver, 2 transmitters, windshields, cables, adapters, the charging case here and the pouch. Not bad at all for this price point. Now for the specs in a nutshell. By the way, I'm using this scene also for a test right now in my studio with the mic here, connected to my Sony a7 IV using the included 3.5mm cable. Voice isolation is off, just the usual settings, no magic tricks here. We've got a 2.4 GHz wireless system using a GFSK modulation with a frequency response from 30 Hz to 20 kHz and a max transmit power under 10 dB minus. What does that mean in real life? Simply put, you're getting a solid, clear signal with decent range and sound quality that covers pretty much everything your voice needs, from deep bass to crisp heights, without frying your battery or causing interferences. The receiver has also a 3.5mm monitoring jack and supports mono, stereo and MS audio export modes, so whatever flavor you like. Each transmitter weighs just 18 grams. That's like carrying around a tiny hamster with you all day. It also has 4 GB of storage, enough for 9 hours of uncompressed 48 kHz wave audio. Honestly, talking for 8 hours straight without a break is a challenge, but these transmitters can keep up. The charging case juices them up twice in about 1.5 hours. Each time, giving you 9 hours for the receiver and 8 hours for the transmitters. You also get one-click noise cancellation, mute magnetic clips that hold tighter than your favorite coffee mug, an LCD display showing you all your settings and battery life, plus 2 windshields to keep wind noise from stealing your spotlight. Operating temperature, it is -20 to 55 degrees Celsius, or means you could take it on a polar expedition or desert safari, but yeah, maybe don't push it too hard. And the claimed transmission range is up to 200 meters line of sight, which we're about to put to the test, so stick around. So what makes the CM28 now Pro? The Pro model brings a more compact design, direct USB-C and Lightning cables for seamless phone connections, onboard 4 GB storage for standalone recording and improved noise cancellation, and includes a charging case that adds 16 extra hours of battery life. The regular CM28 doesn't have these perks, but remains a solid budget-friendly option. But I would say enough talk here inside. The weather looks great, so let's head outside and perform the next tests. Alright, back in nature, feels good. However, I'm talking to you now and you can hear how the CM28 Pro sounds outside with a wind muff on it. There might be a slight wind, but this shouldn't be a problem at all. Frankly, those windshields do a great job on any mic I've tested so far. Plus, we are now in the middle of my next test, the multiple recording option. I've placed the receiver directly on my Sony a7 IV and connected it with the TRS to TRS cable, but on the other side, here is another jack with a headphone symbol, which you can also use as a second mic jack. This is directly connected to my iPhone, so you can switch directly here and it records vertically, so I can use this footage directly for a YouTube short or an Insta story if I want to. Easy peasy. Basically, you don't need to worry about syncing your audio in post. It will be recorded to both files simultaneously and you can simply use it one after another in your edit. Alright, so I would say this test is done and hopefully successful as well. Let's continue with showing you the settings on the transmitter and receiver. Let's start with the transmitter. This is the power and connection indicator. At the moment the light is blue, which means everything is fine. It has enough power and is properly connected to the transmitter. If it fades in and out blue, it is not connected and you have to pair it. If it's not connected and low on battery, it flashes quickly in red. If you mute it, it flashes slowly in red. So you can pair it by pressing and holding both the power button and function button simultaneously for 2 seconds on the transmitter and the receiver. Wait for both the TX and RX devices to stop flashing, which indicates pairing is done. If you want to mute, just press the on-off button once to unmute once again, as easy as that. The second LED is the setting indicator. When it is off, nothing additional is activated. When noise cancellation is on, it lights solid blue. When it records, it flashes in red. When it records and has noise cancellation on, it flashes in blue. If you want to start or stop recording, press and hold the set button for 2 seconds. Pressing it just once will activate or deactivate the noise cancellation function. To turn the transmitter on or off, hold the power button for 2 seconds. The same applies for the receiver, by the way. And speaking about the receiver, I've already described how to activate pairing mode. When you press the power button just once, you can change the low cut filter between 75 150 Hz or turn it off. By pressing the set button you can adjust volume, and by holding it down you can change the output modes from stereo to mono or MS. For a better orientation, the display will show you the changes as well. It's not a touch display though, but it has a very sharp and intuitive visualization. You can see the status of both transmitters and the gain level, the battery status, the dB volume indicator, the Hertz low cut filter setting, plus the output modes. Well, I know it seems a bit complicated, but you get used to it when you practice a bit. Perfect, and while I introduced you to the settings, you always heard the Neewer CM28 PRO here outside. So I would say the outside test here is also done. Let's jump quickly in the car, test it there where there is more enclosed space, and it might give us a cleaner, warmer tone or maybe an echo. We will see. Let's come with me. So welcome to my car, as you're used to from me. We're doing a quick test here so all the car vloggers can get an impression of how it sounds inside a car. For this test I'm using the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 with a TRS to USB-C adapter, and it seems to work well. It immediately connected to the Osmo Pocket 3 as soon as I plugged in the cable to the USB-C port. So this is also an option if you didn't buy the Creator combo but still want an affordable external microphone to improve your sound quality. With the CM28 PRO you get a whole set for 2 people. Just be aware you need the receiver because the transmitter alone will not pair directly to the Osmo Pocket 3. Alright, so I think you've got the point and a good impression of how it sounds indoor in a car. Would you use it in the car or do you prefer the outside quality more? Let me know in the comments down below. Now let's head outside, grab my dusty DJI Mini 2 here, my drone, and test the mic with noise cancellation plus to see if it really works even 200 meters away when connected to my camera. See you in a moment. Alright, everything is set up, and guess what? The batteries from my old DJI Mini 2 still work. Score. Time to get this tiny beast here up in the air and see if I can pair the drone's footage, sadly silent by default, with the Neewer CM28 PRO mic. So let's get started here. So as you can see here, this is a field. It's pretty large. So the cool thing is here we have the perfect area to test the microphone here. Here is our starting point, and I will move forward here and I will stop here, and this is the 200 meter mark right in front of those trees here. All right, let's go down and perfect landing, I would say. So I would say let's go and perform the 200-meter test, and I will go straight ahead to this line of trees, what you can see in the distance here. So let's go. I will start right walking now forwards as a human obstacle, blocking with my body, but I will turn around to see if my So the first test failed because my camera overheated, and I'm not quite sure if the connection lost after 1/3 of the way was because me as an obstacle was in the way or because of the hill, I don't know. So I have now here a street and I will perform the test again. So the microphone is on standalone, but I will activate the noise cancellation. All right, it flashes blue now. So it's standalone. I'm just recording here on the transmitter. I put the camera away because it needed a break, it overheated, and as you saw, the connection was interrupted. But I will show you the way I will test it now again. So let's go. I will perform the new test now. So here, it's also a bit more in the shades here, and it should be on the same level as the trees here on that side. So I will stay here and I will go back here the approximately 200 meters where I started. All right, so I will now move backwards, but I will think I will go a bit further. So now my body is an obstacle again, but when I'm turning around I think it's fine. So you should hear me. So I'm now turning around. So I think there should be no interferences between the signal because I have a clean line here between the camera and myself. So I will turn around. So maybe the connection is lost again. Let's see. So I'm turned around now, clear side to the camera. Can you still hear me, or are there again connection breaks? Let's see how it works. And it's so hot today. It's an obstacle. Yeah. So I can still see the camera here, clear line of sight, so it should work. So I'm pretty sure that I'm 200 meters away, and I see here the line of trees. So I turned around and they will go back now. So I'm curious, can you still hear me? So we should be on approximately 150 meters. I will continue walking. Yeah, in the other part of the video I've already talked to you, but you missed it because the camera wasn't recording at all. And I'm just described, and I'm very happy with this microphone because it's easy plug and play. You can plug it in and can use it immediately. I just changed the decibel level from 4 to 3, and on my Sony A7 IV camera I had 11. So also this gain level was perfect for the microphone. I'm also using the same setting in my studio. I'm almost back. Maybe one more word to the case. I like the case, but the CM28 PRO is not the only one. Most of the cases don't do that. They cannot include the wind muff directly. So the chance to losing it is higher than you could store it in the case. All right, I'm directly in front of the camera. I'm pretty out of breath because it's very hot today, and therefore also the camera overheated in the first sequence. But never mind, I hope this test was now successful. It's still up and running. I can see the screen, and I'm not convinced that I will ever use it 200 meters away from the camera. So it doesn't matter for me if this range keeps up or not, because I only need it at maximum 50 meters, I would say, and then the camera can recognize me only as a small dot. So here's my final conclusion. The sound quality of the CM28 PRO is excellent, and I was honestly surprised how good it sounds straight out of the box, both in the studio and outside without any post-processing. In the car there was some echo, but that's just physics in a small space, and compared to other mics I've tested, it's totally fine, I would say. I love how lightweight these transmitters are. I forgot they were clipped on after a minute, so now I know I could also carry a tiny hamster around all the day if I really wanted to. The handling is simple, and after a couple of uses you know exactly what to do. The multiple device recording is great, especially if you're shooting from different angles or straight to TikTok or YouTube Shorts, for example. The standalone mode and noise cancelling also worked really well. You saw it, the DJI Mini 2 props were much quieter, and on the second test flight I could barely hear them. Noise cancelling has came a long way in recent years and I'm very impressed. My only small downside is that when I use wind muffs outside and I'm in a hurry, I would like to just drop the mics in the case, but the windshields don't fit, so I must take them off. There is a pouch, yes, but still you get the point. Neewer is not alone here. Most sets can store their windshields in the charging case anyway. As for the 200-meter range test, it worked very well with nothing blocking the signal, but if something is in between, like a person, the signal starts to drop after about 60 to 70 meters, which is more than enough for me. If you need the full range, make sure it's clear. As for the price, you can get it for around $100 on Amazon or Neewer's website. I will leave both my Amazon affiliate link and my Neewer link with 6% off, so you can grab whichever is cheaper for you when you buy it. I hope you enjoy my Neewer CM28 PRO wireless mic test. If you did, please like and subscribe. If you have questions, drop them in the comments. I answer every single one personally. Stay tuned for more videos. Here's one right away. So stay healthy, take care, and I will see you definitely in the next one.